How's it going, everyone? Austin Honecker here. I just want to come on here for a while and give him a review for All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dark from 2 nights ago, which was August 6th, 2021. I gotta say, it was awesome from start to finish. For the matches, match 1, it was the Jurassic Express, which are Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, versus D3 and Ryzen. That was a great match, but the ending to it, the Jurassic Express went over because Jungle Boy pinned D3 with the backdrop sit-out powerbomb combination from Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy. Match match 2, it was Chris Statlander versus Layla Gray. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Chris Statlander went over with the Big Bang Theory. Match 3, it was the Lucha Brothers, which are Ray Phoenix and Penta El Cerro Miedo, versus Sage Scott and Jake St. Patrick. That was a great match, but the ending to it, the Lucha Brothers went over because Penta El Cerro Miedo pinned Sage Scott with the Fear Factor diving foot stomp combination from Penta El Cerro Miedo and Ray Phoenix. Match 4, it was Julia Hart versus Angelica Risk. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Julia Hart went over with a split bulldog. Match 5, it was Ethan Page versus Baron Black. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Ethan Page went over with the Ego's Edge. Match 6, it was the Gun Club, which are Billy and Colton Gunn, versus the Factory, which are Aaron Solo and Nick Camarado. That was a great match, but the ending to it, the Gun Club went over because Billy Gunn pinned Aaron Solo with a roll-up. Match 7, Match 7, it was Frankie Kazarian versus Peter Avalon. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Frankie Kazarian went over with the crossface chicken wing. Match 8, it was the Seidel brothers, which are Matt and Mike Seidel, and Dante Martin versus Darian Bangston, Vari Morales, and Aaron Fry. That was a great match, but the ending to it, the Seidel brothers and Dante Martin went over because Matt Seidel pinned Darian Bangston with the double lightning spiral from Matt and Mike Seidel. Match 9, it was Lance Archer versus Trey Lamar. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Lance Archer went over with the blackout. That was match 9, by the way. Match 10, it was Abaddon versus Kelsey Heather. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Abaddon went over with the burial plot, and that was match 10, by the way. And match 11, which was the main event, it was Orange Cassidy versus Jora Joel. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Orange Cassidy went over with the Orange Punch. Now, besides the matches, besides the matches, Mark Henry interviewed Big Swole and Diamante, and besides the matches, Mark Henry interviewed Big Swole and Diamante, and Mark Henry was asking Big Swole what brought on the rivalry between Big Swole and Diamante, and Big Swole was pretty much saying to Mark Henry that what brought on the feud between her and Diamante was because Diamante was talking shit about her and not only took her money, but screwed her out of her victory against the Bunny. And Diamante was trying to interrupt Big Swole, but Mark Henry called Diamante down, and Mark Henry was telling Diamante that, saying, Miss Diamante, let Big Swole finish, and you can have your time. Well, Big Swole was finishing what she was saying, and she was pretty much talking about how Diamante screwed her over in her match against the Bunny and took her money and was talking shit and everything. And then Mark Henry let Diamante have her turn to talk. Well, because Mark Henry told Diamante, Miss Diamante, the floor is yours. Well, Diamante started talking shit towards Big Swole, and Diamante said, Swole, since you say that, she said, Diamante said, Swole, you say I took your money and your fame and everything? Well, take this. And Diamante threw her hat at Big Swole, and Big Swole got up, and Big Swole and Diamante were getting ready to fight, but Mark Henry had to intervene between Big Swole and Diamante, and the security had to intervene as well. And Diamante left, and Big Swole was getting pissed, and Mark Henry was telling Big Swole, why don't you and Diamante settle this in the ring and everything. That was cool. Now, besides all that, Taz and Excalibur done commentary throughout the whole show. They done awesome as usual. Ricky Starks done guest commentary along with Taz and Excalibur throughout the matches of Chris Statlander versus Layla Gray, Julia Hart versus Angelica Risk, and Ethan Page versus Baron Black. Ricky Starks done great on guest commentary. QT Marshall done guest commentary along with Taz and Excalibur during the match between the Gun Club versus the Factory. QT Marshall done great on guest commentary. And Jake the Snake Roberts done guest commentary along with Taz and Excalibur during the match between Lance Archer versus Trey Lamar. Jake the Snake Roberts done great on guest commentary. Now, and the referees for the event were Mike Posey, Paul Turner, the referees for the event were Mike Posey, Paul Turner, Bryce Rimsberg, and Aubrey Edwards. Okay. Aubrey Edwards refereed the match between the Jurassic Express versus D3 and Ryzen. Bryce Rimsberg refereed the match between Chris Statlander versus Layla Gray. Mike Posey refereed the match between the Lucha Brothers versus Sage Scott and Jake St. Patrick. Aubrey Edwards refereed the match between Julia Hart versus Angelica Risk. Paul Turner refereed the match between Ethan Page versus Baron Black. Aubrey Edwards refereed the match between the Gun Club versus the Factory. Mike Posey refereed the match between Frankie Kazarian versus Peter Avalon. Bryce Rimsberg refereed the match between the Seidel brothers and Dante Martin versus Darian Bankston, Vari Morales, and Aaron Fry. That was Bryce Rimsberg, by the way. Mike Posey refereed the match between Lance Archer versus Trey Lamar. Paul Turner refereed the match between Abaddon versus Kelsey Heather. And Bryce Rimsberg refereed the match between Orange Cassidy versus Jorah Joel. All the referees done awesome as usual. Now, just to let y'all know that this episode of All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dark from 2 nights ago on August 6th, 2021, yes, it was on Friday night. And the reason they done this special episode of AEW Dark is AEW, Tony Khan and AEW are wanting to get the fans ready for Friday nights when All Elite Wrestling's AEW Rampage airs every single Friday from 10 to 11. Because this episode of AEW Dark aired at 10 to get the fans ready for AEW Rampage every Friday at 10. Which is awesome. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here for a while and give my review for All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dark from 2 nights ago, which was August 6th, 2021. Like I said, it was awesome from start to finish. And with that being said, my name is Austin Honecker, and I will catch your ass down the road. Peace out.